Take the good, take the bad, take them both, and then you shoot the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you got to go and show you're growing now your photo in the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be focused like it is in your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you.
Hi, I'm Gary Tassone. Hi, I'm Gary Tassone. Hi, I'm Gary Tassone. That's it. Nice smile, Michael. Nice smile. Okay, I've got to reload now. Next shot, let's try without the jacket. You know, whether you're taking pictures of a professional model like Michael Johnson or just taking pictures of your Aunt Sarah, you're going to run into a few problems. Tonight, I want to try and nip a few of those problems right in the bud.
If I had to describe Gary in 3 words or less, I would say smart, thorough,
solid, fair,
know-it-all,
fearless,
stoic,
great,
the best, big teddy bear,
Spielbergian,
denim on denim,
single white female,
backpack,
a short coat of fur,
very efficient,
very sweet.
make it quick.
Chisel my timbers!
Who's Gary?
he likes plaid,
tenacious bulldog.
There's not enough money. Is that 3, 4?
Funny, loud, punctual,
incredibly loyal,
smooth operator,
Sexy motherfucker.
When I think of you, I think of these 3 words on this little golf ball. Taking care of business.
Oh, hi. I guess describing a legend like Gary is hard to do in 3 words or less, but I guess there's 3 phrases that kind of remind me most of Gary. First one would be, oh, we can't afford that. B, did you check with Dave? And C, which is kind of my favorite, is, well, you're the one who wanted to be in show business.
Oh, this? Well, this is just a little bumper sticker idea we're toying around with putting in the exit aisles.
I'm here to talk to you about Gary Tassone.
Oh yeah, I heard he's leaving PMH. Man, is Dave
Can you describe Mr. Tassone for me, please?
Can I describe Gary Tassone? No.
He's kind of this character that kind of lurked around the office and was really kind of, you know, conservative and quiet and kind of hard to get to know at first.
Some of my first Gary memories actually relate to when I was first getting into advertising or production. And I was talking to the other people on the team about Gary before I had a chance to meet him. And once I kind of heard what they were saying about him, I thought, gosh, what a prick. He must be a real prick. And then I met him and I worked with him for a while, and I realized that really wasn't true at all. I mean, Gary, if anything, was much more of a bastard than a prick.
Gary scared the shit out of me.
How so?
He was a big bully. He was a big bully back then. And he was all stern and stiff. But as I got to know Gary, he's a big teddy bear. He's not a scary guy at all.
You know, he's a gangster on the set. He doesn't put up with anything from anyone.
You were a fantastic teacher. I love how you pulled me off set the very first time and told me to shut up.
We were doing casting for New Day, and they were incredibly long sessions, long casting sessions, and there was one day in particular where it was very long and very arduous. We were doing like a ton of kids. I was like, damn, Gary, that was painful. That shit was painful today. And he just kind of stops. He turns around, he looks at me, and he just gives me this quick sucker punch to the kidney. And he's like, no, that was painful. Let's go.
During my first holiday broadcast campaign, when Gary and I were kicked out of the recording studio in Soho, about 2 in the morning by Stevie Wonder and India Ari, who decided the day before we were ready to start production that they weren't going to come to New York for the shoot. And Gary and I looking at each other in the darkness around 2 a.m. saying, we're f***.
You wanna know what that motherfucker told me? and I will never forget this.
No, tell me what he said.
No tigers. You know what you get when you don't have a tiger?
No, what'd he get?
You get a dog. A little fucking target dog.
You mean you'd rather have a target tiger?
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
So, what are you gonna do when you get out of here?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get a fucking tiger and slap a bunch of bullseyes all over it and march that big, glorious, bullseyed bastard right into Peterson's office on a Monday.
My fondest memories of Gary involve his complete, selflessness. For instance, in our callbacks, sometimes we have models come in on their own and they need, in the commercial they'd be working with a guy, so we need a guy to stand up in the audition room. If the girl was dressed, undressed, if she were in a bikini, if she were in her underwear, it wouldn't matter. Whatever had to be done, he was tireless. It didn't bother him one bit.
I think some of my favorite Gary moments are just seeing Gary dance at parties.
You could have turned the clocks back in time at our holiday party. There he was doing the patented G-Tizzo move on the dance floor.